K-Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, I mean, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
And you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one quarter last year? How incredible is that to get 37 in a quarter?
Not only that, Kenny, he also had 26 in a quarter later on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he can shoot over anyone with his height. He has a quick release. You know, he probably has the prettiest shot in the game.
I would agree with that.
37 and a quarter.
Right.
And your career high was?
41.
41 is your career high. 37 and a quarter. Does that impress Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
What's your high in a quarter?
I don't know. I didn't get the ball that much. You know who I played with.
You had 50. You had 60 in a game. Oh, my God.
I heard you, Shaq. I heard you.
I could be subliminal.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan right now.
Because the guy didn't get it to him.
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in L.A. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, DeMarcus Cousins. This outing only his second game since the trade.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it all hype, or will it be reality? We're about to find out, along with the fans in this stadium and the people watching at home.
And you can feel the excitement in here today, guys. I mean, anytime you add a player of his caliber, it is going to be a huge lift for your team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Draymond Green. And it's Porter in at the 3-spot. Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, and when you look at Serge Ibaka, it's amazing how methodically he's worked on his shooting. I mean, it seems like every year his range extends another couple of feet. He now has one of the best mid-range jumpers in the game, and that has obviously opened up the offense for everyone else.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Thompson with the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Bledsoe. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Heading back to Ibaka, he entered the league primarily as a dunker. Cut to last season, he's shooting over 3 threes a game, Clark.
And that was an objective that he wanted to pursue going into last season for his development and his team's progress. But that also helped drop his overall field goal percentage below 50.
That's good from George.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
He's perfect from the line this time. For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
kept alive. Here's Cousins, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And that one misses. And for Cousins, those 20-20-10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Jordan with the screen on Porter. Batum for 3. They get it back. Out to the right wing. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Bledsoe's got his first points of the night. Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
Now here's Bledsoe, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George finishing it off.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Warriors miss again.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
The shot's good from Jordan.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Thompson outside. He feeds it to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Tries to snap the cold streak. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start. Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
Now here's Curry. 43 points out last game. The feed to Porter. Golden State needs to get off a shot, and Cousins gets it to go. Los Angeles leading by 8. Bledsoe outside to the inside. Batum, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And the Warriors making a change here. Speights is checked in. Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Now, here's George. He's coming off a 22-point game against San Antonio, and it's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Curry. It's a 13-point game. The pass to Spates. Lets it go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Spates. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Here's Curry after Eric Bledsoe's score. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Porter outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
The shot by George, no good. Warriors trail by 13. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stop.
Oh!
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Bledsoe outside. The 19-foot shot. George, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
From past the arc. That doesn't go either for George.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Feeds it to Jordan. Batum with the three. They grab their own miss. Ibaka takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 15. Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Curry passes to Thompson. Spates kicks to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. The dish to Green. 4 on the clock. Back to Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Passes to Batum. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. The free throw drops for Green. And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Jackson misses.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
West dishes to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by West.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Jackson has the open look. Jackson missing again.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Aldrich, the rebound by Turner.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Curry with it. Providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Down low, Green. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Trailblazers.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And Turner kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Curry's got 7 points.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Ibaka with the screen on Green. The drive by Smith. Bledsoe for 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Bledsoe against Curry. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Golden State.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Smith. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Back to Smith. Jacks up a three. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Randy Foye. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. Curry passes to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. From deep. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. You know, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
And here is Curry. Kicks it to Iguodala. Let's go. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, you know, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, you know, excelling in my role.
Well, Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. And he's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
The two is out there at Paul George. Then there's Foye. Then it's Jordan. And it's Jackson in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Batum wide open. He fires. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Jackson kicks to George. Jackson against Turner. Jackson dishes to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 12 points here for George.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Thompson against Batum. Thompson passes to Cousins. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Count the bucket. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Mark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. Well, you look at Jackson, a great player, second in the league.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. I mean, these guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Porter kicks to Thompson. Screen by Cousins. Thompson dishes to Cousins. Stolen by George. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Good on the second free throw. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
The 10-footer. Tries again. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Hit. Shooting 1.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the 2nd round, and he's made good on it, though.
Bledsoe against Turner. He kicks it to Porter. 5 to shoot. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's good. 11 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint. And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Warriors trail by 20. Outside Turner. Dishes it to Thompson. Porter in the corner to halt the run, and the Warriors miss again.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
On the wing, Turner, guarded by Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Here's West, and Jordan sends it back.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Here's Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 7 points for Nicholas Batum. Warriors have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the 2nd quarter to drop. And it's Turner off the drive. And Jordan sends it back. Now here's Batum. He's got 7. He dishes it to Jackson. Bledsoe outside. Beyond the arc. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
There's Porter with the 3, and that is good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Bledsoe outside. Outside Jackson. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. That is good. Batum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Outside Turner. Spates sets a screen. Spates with a screen on Batum. The drive by Thompson. Porter outside. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
George with no one around. Jordan kicks to Bledsoe. Drops in the tray. Bledsoe's got 14 points.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. I mean, they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
Turner against Bledsoe. Outside Turner. He feeds it to Porter. Batum against West. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
And the Clippers call time here.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Well, Greg, getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, 3.5 assists a game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart, he's tough, he's all about team, and you know, he makes things happen. Impact winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in for Evan Turner. Clippers leading by 22. Bledsoe outside. And it's blocked by Curry. Now the Warriors moving it up. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson. And that's 15 points here for George. Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Picked by West. Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Ibaka, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hit. One shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
For the Clippers, Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Spates. And it's Iguodala in for Porter. Curry attacking. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Bledsoe passes to Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. 2nd in points off turnovers. 4th in rebounding. And they also show up top 5 in block shots.
And you talk about their points off turnovers. A great combination of offense and defense. Really a blitzing style on both ends of the floor.
Smith against Iguodala. And there's the feed to Curry. The pass to Green. Puts up the baby hook. Rebound by the Clippers. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
They set the pick. Aldridge dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to George. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. Outside for Bledsoe. Smith with a wide open look. Smith missing again. Warriors trail by 21. To the paint. Here's Iguodala, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Feeds to George. The dish now to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Bledsoe for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's now 17 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Take a breather, gentlemen. 3 shots. 3 shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
And he sinks the second.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line, and that's a must-do when you're down.
And he makes all 3.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Bledsoe with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Ibaka, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Ibaka doing all kinds of things. He has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And the first one drops. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Spates checked in for Golden State. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Out to the wing. Here's Bledsoe. And the shot is long.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Iguodala. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Green kicks to Curry. Passes to Spates. Green in the post. Working on Ibaka. Green, the pass to Iguodala. Releases. Misses off the left iron.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
It's stolen by Green. Iguodala against Smith. Thompson for the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And it's 6 points for Klay Thompson. Clippers leading by 18. Bledsoe outside. Smith left side. Back to Bledsoe. There's the pick. Pass to Ibaka. Off the pick. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Warriors trail by 21. Iguodala outside. Kicks to Green. Thompson outside. Dishes to Iguodala. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Smith kicks to Bledsoe. Ibaka with the screen on Green. To the left wing. Shot off the pick. Ibaka, no luck.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Here's Spates, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. Bledsoe. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Clippers lead by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We were a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Eric Bledsoe is having one of those nights. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.